Hello, and welcome to another episode of Voice of the Disabled, produced by Adaptive Chicago Productions. I'm Joel Margolis, your host for these programs, and with me today is my special guest, Miss Ruby Bradford. Ruby, thank you for joining us today. I know that you are an artist, and we'll be talking about your artwork in just a couple of moments. But I would like our viewers to have some sense of your background. Could you tell me, were you born here in Chicago?
Yes.
And you grew up here as well?
Yes.
Where were you educated?
I got a diploma from South Shore High School for the efforts. Step is no longer a school, it's already been gone.
Okay, but that was in South Shore?
Yeah, I got a diploma from South Shore.
Okay. And did you take art training there?
For the past 22 years before I started working at Gary 37, before they changed the name to After School Matters, after we aged out as project owner for the past 2 decades, including art supplies, it's very expensive. It's not that cheap, you know.
And do you now exhibit regularly at Project Onward?
Yeah, doing third Fridays.
Okay. Now, I have with me some samples of your very remarkable artwork. These are mostly pictures of Superman. Could you tell me, what is Superman doing or representing in this first drawing?
That's the classic Superman costume by the first 2 men from Cleveland, Ohio, one from Canada, did the man in blue ties and red S, the late Jerry Siegel and late Joe Shuster. By 1938, they premiere started in 1938 before they did the movie and blockbuster #1 film, Superman 1978.
Okay, and in this next drawing, we also have Superman standing erect, correct?
I changed the colors a bit with the palette knife.
You changed the colors?
Yes.
Okay. Does Superman wear different colored?
Yes, they do. They changed the colors of his costume, except the red cape, but they changed the colors of his suit.
Colors of his suit? Okay.
Yeah.
Are these the colors that Superman wears now?
Yes.
Okay. And we have with that yet another drawing, okay, I'd like our viewers to see. And what is Superman doing here?
This is the flying comic book version.
All right. And we have here, okay.
You're going upside down.
Okay. Okay. These are both Superman in flight?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Does Superman always wear his cape when he's flying?
Yes, he does. And this is the original.
Okay.
Superman just turned 80 this year.
And this is the original Superman?
Yes, I never did without his red trousers.
And you say that Superman is now turned 80?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have some other drawings of him over there?
This is the art emblem we did at Chicago Lighthouse this past June. And this is it took about a few weeks, 7-foot Chicago Lighthouse.
Now, I'm holding now up for our viewers the Superman emblem.
Yes, this is the art for late actor Christopher Reeve. He used to play the original Superman before he had a horse accident in 1995.
So we have an R in this emblem to stand for the surname Reeves, the name of the actor Christopher Reeves, who played Superman for a number of years.
Yes.
And in the other drawing that you were holding that you're now handing to me?
Yes, we did for a while. This is the original Superman, 1978.
May I take a look at that, please? And what you're handing to me now is the original Superman as it was done in 1938.
Yes,
okay.
Before the movie.
Okay.
Christopher Reeve, the reason why I put R, CR, Chris Reeve, Super Ruby, you believe with a man can fly. You believe a man could fly. Heaven with angel cats. He is a father, actor, and hero. You are Superman.
And may I show to our viewers what you're holding now?
That's my personal diary.
Ah, okay, that's your personal diary.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
right. I can't share it.
Well, that's your personal possessions, we very much understand. Do you have some other drawings there?
Yes, this is the classic emblem, the original.
Now, this is the original Superman emblem that I'm holding up to our viewers now.
Yes.
And were these the original colors that...
That's the paper. I cut it with scissors. I did collage before. For after 22 years, I painted with glue with scissors.
Okay. So, did you choose the blue background here?
Yes.
Okay.
It'd be wonderful color.
All right. Now, the originators of Superman, Schuster and Siegel, did they sometimes use different color backgrounds for the Superman?
Yeah, way back in the day. I wasn't even born in 1938.
That was before you were born when they created Superman.
My mom liked George Reed's.
Oh, and you've just opened up your outer piece of clothing to reveal that you have the Superman emblem on your shirt. Now, do you ever paint or draw any other characters?
I used colored pencils before I started with acrylic paint. Acrylic.
Okay. And have you drawn any other characters drawn from the comics?
I don't draw Lois Lane, I only draw the good Superman.
You draw only Superman himself?
Yes.
Not Lois Lane?
No.
Now, for the benefit of our viewers who are not familiar with the Superman comics, could you tell us who Lois Lane is?
She used to be his girlfriend, but he's a wife.
She used to be his girlfriend?
And now he became Mrs. Clark Kent. They got married in 1996.
So Lois Lane married Superman?
Yes.
Okay, but she didn't marry him with his name Superman. She married him
Clark Kent.
His role as Clark Kent. Now, some of our viewers might be confused by these different names.
Clark Kent and Superman are the same person.
Clark Kent and Superman are the same person?
Yes.
Now, where does Superman use the name Clark Kent?
By his farm, Kansas family in Smallville, by Martha and Jonathan Kent. His real name, Kal-El. He's from planet Krypton.
Oh, so Clark Kent is a name that Superman uses in daily life, but his real name at birth was Kal-El?
Yes.
Now, that sounds like an unusual name. Where does that name come from?
From planet Krypton after his parents died.
Ah, so Superman was born on a different planet, not on planet Earth.
No, after his parents died.
Ah, so he came from the planet Krypton to the planet Earth, okay, and here in daily life he calls himself Clark Kent, but in reality he is Kal-El.
Yes.
I understand, okay. And, okay, Superman has not only appeared in comics, he's also been
on radio, TVs, films, and merchandise for the last 2 decades.
Now, Superman was on radio?
Yes.
Was that before he came to television?
Yes.
Okay. And then after television, did Superman also go to film?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in television, did Superman wear a different uniform?
Yes, I never did wear his red trousers. I never did wear his red trousers at all.
So you never painted his uniform as it appeared on television?
I never did wear his classic costume.
Now,
ever.
did his uniform in the movies differ somewhat from his uniform in television?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there another topic you would like to discuss?
I met Superman stars before. I met Dan Judgers, the Superman illustrator, Ellis Rawls, and all kind of actors besides Dean Cain.
Ah, so you've met some people who were involved in the production and broadcasting of Superman, am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever meet Christopher Reeves, who played him?
No, I met Michael Kidder since she passed.
And who are they?
Michael Kidder, the original from Lois Lane.
She was the original Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Now, was that on television?
That's in the film.
That's in the film. Okay, I understand. Now, have you also done any drawings of the comic book character Spider-Man?
No.
Do you have any interest in doing Spider-Man?
No, we're going to pass it, move on to the Special Olympics.
Ah, you'd like to talk about the Special Olympics. Okay.
We just had celebrate 50 years from 1968.
Okay. So the Special Olympics have been going on, you say, since 1968.
And I first started in 1988. I was a little girl. I was too young. I started in 1995. I did 50-meter run, softball throw, and 400 walkways, and I did the gold medals.
So you started participating in the Special Olympics in 1995.
To 2001.
And you did so all the way to 2001.
Yeah, until I retired.
Okay. Now, in which of the events at the Special Olympics did you
Spring games, I don't handle a short put.
You participated in
400 walk race and softball throw.
the 400 walk race?
Yes.
Now, could you tell us a little bit about what that is?
You have to do a walk race. You have to walk fast instead of run. If you cheated, you will be disqualified.
You have to walk fast,
Instead of run, if you
but
run,
you cannot run.
no, you will be cheated, be disqualified.
Ah, so if you're caught running in the walk fast, you'll actually be disqualified.
Yeah,
from it.
I did the first 3 walk race, first place,
You came.
1998 to 2001. Before
You came in first place in the walk fast?
Yes,
Well, congratulations for
that
that.
was a long time ago. My mom was there for me.
That was in 1998?
Yes, I started 400 walk race after I did the 50-meter run one time.
Now, I understand that you've had to deal with a variety of health issues.
Yes, since I got diagnosed with diabetes mellitus
You've been diagnosed with
type 2 a
Type
year
2
ago.
diabetes.
Yes, I had brown rice before, but you gotta be careful by French fries. I have desserts all the time and fried chicken. I love fried chicken since not all the time you have to use baked chicken. I ate baked chicken before.
So you've had to change some of the foods that you eat.
Yes, you have
You-
to eat vegetables to keep the low.
Okay, and the type 2 diabetes also requires that you take medication each
Yes,
day?
you do. You have to take Minofor 850, and you have to drink a lot of water, but you can't drink all soda all the time. I can't drink orange, grape, strawberry no more because I don't want to damage like my late dad did.
So there are a whole variety of soda pop drinks that you can no longer drink.
I could drink regular Pepsi, but I don't like Diet Pepsi. I drink Diet Coke. I drink sparkling water. I have to drink water when I drink coffee, but you can't use sugar. You have to use Splenda.
I understand. So you do drink some Diet Coke, you drink coffee, but as a sweetener you use Splenda because you can't use sugar.
No.
Okay, so you've had to make a series of changes. But despite the difficulties of coping with the diabetes, are you continuing to paint and draw?
Sometimes you have to exercise to keep it, but keep the sugar not going up. The last time it was high, because at that devastating, you had to take 3 different blood tests every 3 months when you go to the doctor visit.
So coping with the diabetes has meant some special tasks above and beyond the daily diet. You have to go for examination and testing.
Because if you don't, you will go blind and heart attack. I see a lot of people die. And this is the food chart. This is the light meal.
Could I
This
take
is the
a-
light meal. You have to,
So this is the food chart that you use in guiding the diabetes.
yeah.
Okay, so that's all part of coping with the diabetes.
Yes, you have to use baked chicken instead of fried chicken. I don't fry chicken unless my mom was alive. You have to take the skin off like you peel the corn. It's very, very important. If you don't,
So you have to limit the type of chicken that you eat.
yes, you have to take it off.
I understand. There are many restrictions that come with the diabetes, okay?
And please don't end up like I did. My mom had one before she died. Because you have to be careful. Don't eat too much candy bars.
And you have to avoid things like candy bars.
Yeah, I miss buying paydays. That's why I didn't have it for a while. I eat donuts sometimes. You have to buy blueberries, strawberries, and grapes.
You have to be very careful what fruits you eat. I understand. But in spite of all of this, you're continuing to do your artwork.
Yes, just sometimes, but not all the time.
Well, sometimes is much more than doing it never, and I hope that you continue to do your artwork for a long time. It's a pleasure to hear that you've been so active despite dealing with the difficulties of illness, and I'm sure our viewers join me in wishing you a great deal of...
I've been coming here for the last couple of years. I will not forget about you.
And I hope
really
that you'll be coming...
terrific. We're happy to be here.
I hope that
you guys,
I hope that you'll come and visit us again.
You are the winners.
Okay.
You are the winners.
And I thank you for coming to talk with us today. So today we have had a visit from Ms. Ruby Bradford, okay, who, despite some difficulties she's faced with diabetes and other medical issues, has been a very productive artwork, as we've seen her in the artwork that we've shared with you, our viewers, today. I hope you'll join us again for our next visitor and for other programs that we share with you here on our series, Voice of the Disabled. I'm Joel Margolis, your host, thanking you for joining us today and hope you'll be with us for many other episodes in the future. Bye-bye for now, but we will be back again. Thank you.